Alright everyone, welcome back to another video. So here we have a 2012 Jeep Grand Cherokee. You can see just some basic oxidation. There's a little bit of severe oxidation right here, but that we can't handle. So we'll probably start with the 400, get rid of all this, and then finish with the 600, and apply the clear coat. So let's do it. Alright, so it looks like this customer just had this thing detailed, so we gotta be nice and clean with it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I know I haven't been too spot on with my uploads. It's been very, very busy. And I said in the last one, I have a lot of stuff recorded. I just, it's so hard to find time to edit the videos. Not that they really require much editing, but sometimes I have to blur out customers if they come out and talk, or I'm showing a lot of addresses or something. And lately, almost every other customer has came out and sat and watched the process, so it's not worth the trouble of trying to edit all the conversation out. People love watching the process, so which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. But, so I try to record as much as I can. It's always the first one in the morning. I try to record. You know what? We might start with the 320 on this one. So yeah, it's been super busy, which is great. Almost to the point where I'm just getting a little burnt out. I've been doing this for quite some time, guys, and sometimes you get a little burnt out, but usually when you're getting that feeling of getting burnt out is usually when it's the best time to not get burnt out, which is what I'm kind of going through right now. Staying busy. Alright, so this is actually a prime example for me to show you guys. Good morning, how are you? I'm recording right here, but don't worry, you won't be on it or anything. I'm just recording the process. No, you're good. I just, some people, they don't like to be on camera, so. How are you?
I'm good.
I saw you just detailed it, so I'll make sure that everything is completely clean when I'm done. So, yeah, no problem. I shouldn't be more than about maybe 20 minutes. I'll just text you when I'm done, okay? You're welcome. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah. So this is a prime example as to why I don't want to have to use power tools. You can see I'm down to the raw headlight already. I can drop to a 400, finish it out with a 600 and call it a day. Some people would still be taping everything up if they were using power tools. So that's why I always challenge everybody to just try using a 400 grit or a 320 and just hand sand it, just to see how stubborn, or if it is even stubborn, to remove all the oxidation. Because, and again, this is speaking from experience, 9 times out of 10 jobs, you're not really going to need to use power tools. It's overkill in my opinion. And the amount of time it takes to mask everything off, the liability in case you mess something up. I don't care who you are, if you've been doing this for 10 years, you are not immune to mistakes. So I'm going to drop to a 400 since everything is removed on this side. So we're good to go here. So that's going to remove all the scratches I've made with the 320. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I've been trying to be on top of it. You know, I told myself not that long ago, I was like, alright, I want to do at least one video a week. And just kind of slipped out of my hands. But we are reaching a pretty cool milestone. We're about to hit 200 reviews, 5-star reviews on our Google Business profile. So, I mean, we do a lot between me and Brett. Right now, Brett's out doing his own, kind of makes his own schedule. And people are a little weird about giving reviews on Google. I think it's because you can see, like, if I were to click your profile, I can see all the places you reviewed. I don't know if that's the situation or what, but some people just don't like leaving reviews. We send out a lot of review requests a day, and we should have hit that 200 milestone forever ago. And like I said, we've been doing this I've been doing this since 2019, and I know damn well I've done more than 200 vehicles. But we don't harp on it or anything. In due time. But I always tell people to really dial in your review process. Make it as easy as possible for people to leave reviews. Because reviews are so imperative. So important. Because it's word of mouth, you know. I have so many people will call and say, hey, you know, I was going through your reviews and your reviews are amazing, so I wanted to call and get scheduled. And it's nice whenever a customer will leave a review on there saying how easy everything was, how fast we responded and all that, and then that customer calls us and they experience the same exact high quality customer service as what they saw on the review section. So it's important to live up to that expectation. So this is 600. Just prepping the headlight for the clear coat, which you can see all of the water starting to repel, so we're good to go there. I had somebody reach out because, again, I said this last video, if I don't respond to you in a feasible time, I apologize. I try to get to it as fast as I can. I had somebody reach out to me asking me, hey, and it's always flyers. I don't know what it is when people start this business. They only focus on flyers, which is not a bad thing, but you can't only focus on flyers when it comes to starting this business. You need to have 10 different things going. Like, if I only focus on flyers, I wouldn't be out here doing 5-6 a day by myself. So don't only focus on one avenue of advertising. Anyway, I had somebody reach out and they were telling me, hey, I did this, you know, I did my flyers and all that, and I'm not getting much business. I'm getting some, but I'm not getting as much as I want. And I was like, well, let's review. You know, send me a link to your website, send me a link to your Google Business profile, and I'll see, you know, what recommendations I might have for you. And coming to find out, they didn't have any of that set up. They didn't have a Google Business profile. They thought that a website was a waste of time. And I was like, dude, like, what do you what do you expect? All right, so I just cleaned it. I got rid of all the loose water, so now I'm just gonna blast all the excess water out here. And I was like, dude, like, what do you mean you don't have any of this set up? How do you expect people to find you? I started saying it. The first customer that you want to make sure that you're capturing is somebody who is actively looking for you. So if I'm a customer and I say, okay, I want my headlights restored, 90% of the time, actually I think it's maybe 89% of the time, people are going to go to Google. They're going to type in headlight restoration near me, or just headlight restoration. And if you are not on Google, guess what? You're not going to get found. And here's a pro tip. When you type in something near me, Google's going to pull up any of that service that has a location. So, for example, if I type in chicken wings or buffalo wings near me, it's going to show all the locations with the pin drop. It's called the map pack. It's going to show all the pins on the map of the people that offer buffalo wings. So if you have a location, if it's like a virtual mailbox like I have, people type in headlight restoration near me, my location is going to come up. So that's a little pro tip for you. You can get a UPS store or something, one of those virtual mailboxes, and use that, and then just name it blah 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 mobile headlight restoration. And I think it goes without saying, you always want to have your keyword in the description of your business. So for example, my business, the name is Next Gen Headlight Restoration, so people automatically know what I do just off my business name. Alright, so we're using the Next Gen Headlight Solutions Headlight Restoration Clear Coat. Anyway, but he didn't have any of his stuff online. No online presence. So people didn't know. You know, you got to be found. I expect to be found. About that. So I always tell people that's the first thing you need to get done is your Google business profile. Second thing is going to be your reviews. Get your reviews online. And just grind it out. Grind it out. That does bring me to another thing. So I did mention my business name on here. if you guys have any questions, please don't reach out to my actual business, because some of the contacts will go straight to Brett. So if you have any questions, reach out to me at startrestoringheadlights@gmail.com. See, I'm on 320 right now, just removing all this caked up stuff, the old clear coat, the oxidation, just removing all the stuff. It didn't even dawn on me to ask the customer. She could have popped the hood. Not that it really matters, but it's a little humid today, so I expected a lot of flash off on that other one. I was gonna mention it, but the truck was right here, so I couldn't really hear me, but you can see it's starting to solid up. Alright, so we're moving on to the 400. All the crap removed. Now we're gonna smooth out the lens. Looking good, looking good. And then I can also feel the lens, how smooth it's getting. It's something you're gonna get with over time. So I know when I can move on to the next grit sandpaper, if applicable. And this one's good. We'll move on to the 6. It's drying. Has a little drip mark there, but that's not anything to be concerned about right here. Just gotta let it dry. Now I'm on the 6. So hopefully that little drip looking spot will be gone by the time I record the last part. But so there's two different types of drips. You have like a physical drip where you've sprayed too much in one spot, and then you have like a flash off drip. A flash off drip is whenever there's a buildup a little bit in one spot, and it's going to take a little bit longer to clear out because there's so much there, but it will dry over and look clear. Alright, and I don't think I say it enough, but if you are skeptical on when the lens is done and ready to apply, just keep sanding with the 600, because the more you sand with 600, the more clear it will come out. I'll repeat that again. The more you sand with 600, the clearer it's going to come out. So sand with the 600 as long as possible. Whew. A little breeze coming in finally. So another question I get a lot, which I don't really talk about too much, is money, like the income when you're doing this business. When I first started, I was averaging about an extra $2,000 a day, or not $2,000 a day, $2,000 a month, and that was just working on the weekends. So if you're trying to supplement your income, try to get some more money, you can even do it on the weekends. I mean, that's how it was for me. I started doing it on the weekends first, and then once my day job started costing me money, meaning I couldn't do jobs because I was working my day job, that's when I decided it's time to move on. So it looks like this one's got a little bit of haze on the inside, on the other side, which is not common on these models. So yeah, you can see a little bit of haze on the inside right here, especially right there. So you can actually see there's discoloration on that chrome piece. So situations like that typically mean that a bulb might have burnt up. For example, on the Tundras, I see that a lot. Tundra is a vehicle that's notorious for having haze on the inside because on the top right hand side, the bulb, or on the inner sides of each headlight. So if this was the Tundra, it'd be the little light that's right here. It burns out and it gets kind of smoky on the inside. So I had cases where I'll do a restoration and you could see it. It out. So yeah, this one came out pretty good. You can see that drip I was talking about starting to dry up right there. Again, just gotta give it some time. Don't worry, these rags are clean. They just look dirty. So, Next Gen Headlight Solutions Headlight Restoration Clear Coat. I'm going to go ahead and apply it. No need to polish. Okay. Whew. Left my trash can at the flea market, so. Which, little piece of advice, if you are doing the flea market, be prepared to work 7 days a week. I think that might be the reason why I'm kind of burnt out here. It's just because I'm working both. I'm doing restorations during the week and then the flea market on the weekend, so. And clean. So again, lots of flash off due to the humidity, but you can see it's starting to dry up right here. Just got to give it time. If you're a avid follower, you know the flash off can be a pain, but other than that, that's it. Not too long, much better. Thanks for watching.